and as of right now, I'm working on the Sony Pictures and Animation video that I've been teasing throughout on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. And I think it would be very fun and appropriate to do a tier list of Sony Pictures Animation films. As you can see, I don't know what the fuck watermark means, but we got a S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and never seen, or at least don't remember seeing them. And most of these films are in release order, but the only ones that aren't in release order are basically open season sequels and the Surf's Up sequel. And there was no Angry Birds, the first Angry Birds, and I don't know why. I think it's because like the first Angry Birds wasn't actually made by Sony Pictures Animation. The sequel is, which I don't know what the fuck was up with that, but you know, whatever. But outside of that, they're in release order, and I think it would be fun to do this. So let's get started. We're gonna start with open season, of course. I think that open season is fine. Like, this is the best open season film, and I'm not even joking. I don't even remember most of it because, like, damn, it was like a very long time ago. I think the last time I seen it was like last year, or not last year. No, like, I think it was 2019, and then I don't remember. Everything else is a fucking blur. Like, this is the best one, and I couldn't even get to the. I got through open season 2, and then I just stopped. I went to open season 3 and then stopped. I didn't see Scared Silly, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, open season is fine. The best open season film, not the best, and as a debut film from Sony Animation, it's fine. If anything, I would just give it like a low C. It might change, but whatever. And then we got open season 2. E. It's awful. I think that like what I remember is that the dog was like fucking missing, and the plot was just over in about like an hour from there, and then like they just wasted the other 30 minutes for some wedding or something. I don't even fucking remember. It was just so fucking bad. Like, I can't, like, ugh, no, just no. It's not the worst Sony Pictures Animation film, but Jesus, it's so bad. Open season 3 F. This is literally like, it was so goddamn boring. I cannot get into it. I cannot, like, the circus angle, like, Jesus. And there was this, like, I guess it was a polar bear? I don't know. I don't even remember. Like, there, which is basically, like, what's his name? Barry? The fucking bear. But, like, the bear's love interest. And I don't know why they waited until now to give him a love interest. And even then, she's not really that developed, and like everything else is just a fucking blur to me. Yeah, it's trash. Yeah, and y'all already know that I haven't seen Scared Silly, because it's like these two films just did not do it for me. All right, so we got the open season films out of the way. Now we're getting to Surf's Up. I think this is an easy B. I think that it's like a very solid I think this is a way better debut for Sony. I think that it has like some of the funniest moments in their catalog. I think that like most of their jokes are literally the best jokes in any Sony animation film, and but also it kind of showcases some of the worst aspects of Sony Pictures Animation, such as like fart humor and and poop jokes and pop culture references, which pop culture references don't really show up as often on this film, but like it still is a problem, I think. But you know, it's still a fine movie. It's still a great movie. I think that it's a very good movie. Yeah, I think this is one of the better films from Sony. So yeah, and then we got, oh my god, Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania. If you guys heard of Shay Frillis, he called this a commercial or a product, and I think that this is very accurate. It's awful, like all the types of awful. I think that like most of the jokes aren't even that funny, and like there were a lot of direct-to-DVD sequels or direct-to-DVD films that starred WWE. One thing I could think of is Scooby-Doo, and yeah, this time it's by Sony, and I don't know why they chose like Surf's Up. Like, why did they wait until like 10 years later to make this film, to make a sequel, and make it like a commercial for just WWE? I do not understand, but yeah, and the fucking fish milk scene, please, no, God no. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, holy fuck. Alright, S tier. Alright, listen. This is one of the best Sony animation films of all time. Like, I think that it's the only thing that it feels like it hasn't aged a day. The only thing that has aged a day are it's like internet jokes, but it doesn't fucking matter because like all of the jokes, like most of the jokes are hilarious. Like some of them are quotable. I think that damn. one of them is just like, have you seen my son Kale? Or it's just like, oh my goodness, it's so fucking funny. I cannot. And also the book that it was based on is great. I read it in kindergarten, before the film was released, and I saw it in theaters. I loved both of them, and yeah, I think that Sony and Phil Lord and Chris Miller made a banger with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So yeah, amazing film. Also, I pointed this out in the video, but I think that like what's really cool is the fact that since this is Phil Lord and Chris Miller's first film, first animated film rather, the art style kind of looks reminiscent of Clone High. And I really like that fact. I think that it looks very cool in CG. I really hope that Clone High revival is amazing. And yeah, let's move on. I love this movie so much. The Smurfs. Okay, so damn. So you got like Neil Patrick Harris starring as this random guy, and then you got the Smurfs in the background and shit. And then you got Sofia Vergara and Hank Azaria, who is Hank Azaria, I think his name is. If I'm butchering her name, I'm sorry. But like Hank Azaria is amazing in the film. I think that he's literally the best part of this movie. Everything else is garbage. I think that the CGI looks awful. The only thing that I actually really like is like one of the scenes where they go around to the Empire State. They show a little clip of advertising Arthur Christmas, which is they're literally like advertising their better films in a worse movie. That's kind of hilarious. I think that and also Community as well. But yeah, I think that's we're gonna go with E for now. But it's a lower E. I think that it's not. Oh man, I think that this is the better live action Smurfs film, but that is not saying much. Arthur Christmas we got Arthur Christmas over here. Amazing. I think that, like, what's really cool about Arthur Christmas is that it feels like even though it's made by Aardman, you couldn't even tell that it was made by Aardman. The art style in this is wonderful. I think that the animation looks beautiful. The characters are so memorable. It's just so great. I think that, and it made me cry. It made me cry. I think that it's like one of the more underrated Christmas films that nobody saw. I think that, like, I remember seeing an ad on it for, like, Nickelodeon, and that was it. I'd never seen anything else about the film other than, like, the Smurfs product placement and the Nickelodeon ad. Other than that, I haven't seen shit, and that's a shame because this movie is amazing. Go see it, no matter what time of the year it is. And yeah, the Pirates. Hold on, let me see what the fuck it was called. Pirates Band of Misfits. I haven't seen this film yet. I do really like the art style, and I'm very interested in seeing what they're gonna do with this. I think that what they did with this, I think that I haven't seen much. I only seen like the one film. One meme. Yes, but actually no. It's not in this film, but what I've heard is that it's from a short skit in the DVDs, which is cute, I think. So I might see it after I make this video, and I pointed it out in the Sony Pictures animation video that I'm making. So yeah, Hotel Transylvania. This is a high C. I think that it's what the fuck, high C. I think that's like it's fine. I think that it's a decent film. Gindy's art style never gets old. I think that it's literally this art style is literally the best use of animation, and I think that it's great that to seeing that. Oh, what would happen if 2D animation was translated into 3D, and which would we would see get explored more in later films like Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse and Mitchell vs. the Machines and many others. But I think that what's holding this one down is I think that the characters aren't well developed. This has one of the more the opening scene in this movie is literally like very dragged on. I think that for a film that is so zany, I think that it needed more zaniness, which the sequel fixed. I think that the sequel is way infinitely better than the first one, and there's nowhere to go but up with this film. I think that it's a decent film. I think that's fine. I think it's like the biggest Sony animation franchise, if I'm not mistaken, because there's literally like 4 films by now. So like, I haven't seen the 4th one. Let me know what you guys think of the 4th one in the comments below. But yeah. Oh, Smurfs 2. F. I think that. Jesus. Like, why? Why? I think that like the CGI looks better. That doesn't say, again, not saying much. I think that like Patrick, or like Neil Patrick Harris, or the character Patrick, I don't give a fuck. That nigga is so like unbearable. I cannot stand that nigga. Like, listen, I love Neil Patrick Harris, but like he is so awful in this movie. I cannot. He's so boring. And this is about a film about the Smurfs. I don't know what the fuck I don't even remember these two. Who the fuck are they? Why are they in a Smurfs film? I really don't understand. Ugh. It's way worse than the first one, and I just cannot stand it. I'm sorry. Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I might say it's a higher D. It's closer to C than E. But like, it's not horrible. I think that the animation looks amazing. The characters are funny as hell. But my biggest issue is that you could tell that this is not a Phil Lord and Chris Miller movie. It's not a Phil Lord and Chris Miller movie. It just has Phil Lord and Chris Miller's names on it, but it's, as it stands, it's just a sequel to Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs 2. And it's just, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not terrible. I think that it's like one of the more bearable sequels of Sony Pictures Animation. But yeah, it's not a great sequel. And I'm kind of sad that they didn't do a third one. I think that the third one would just do amazing. But with Phil Lord and Chris Miller. But that series that they did on Cartoon Network, that shit was forgettable as fuck. And I think that it wasn't really a good move to do that. So yeah. Hotel Transylvania 2. I think that this is way infinitely better than the first one. I think that what sets it apart from the first one is that we get more depth with the characters and more zaniness. I think that more zaniness is what this film needs, and the first film needed. And I'm really glad that they took notice on that. And it's a really fun film. I think that it's like the funniest Hotel Transylvania film. My only issue, I think, is the pacing of it, and I think it gets worse with the third one. I think that the third one was just, you know what? Might as well. I think we should just put it over at D. I think that the third Hotel Transylvania film is just more of the same, but with weaker aspects of Hotel of the last two films, and it's just, it's not horrible. I think that's like bearable, but you know, it's whatever. Goosebumps, the live action adaptation. I think that Jack Black and Dylan Minnette is on this, and I haven't seen this one yet. But I really do like Dylan Minnette. I think that he's a great actor. Go check out his band, Wallows. Nothing Happens is an amazing album. Go check it out. And they're working on another album that's releasing this year, which I'm very excited for. And Jack Black. How could you not like Jack Black? Come on, man.
How could you not like Jack Black?
Come on, bro. But I haven't seen this one yet, so let me know what you thought of the first Goosebumps movie. And yeah, let's move on. I think that we're almost done with this film. Wait, no, we're not almost done. The fuck? We're halfway there. Smurfs Lost Village. Lower C. I think that this is okay. It's forgettable. I think this is way better than the other Smurfs films prior, and I'm glad that the animation looks gorgeous, by the way, I think. And like I said before, I think that the fact that they took the 2D aspects of the 2D animation and just cramming it here is great. I think that this is the Smurfs that it was based on, Peyo Smurfs, way back in the day. And they took the art style and put it in here. I think that it looks way better than the live action. So it's fine. I don't think that it's memorable. I don't think it's necessary, but yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Emoji Movie F. You guys already know why. Like the predictable plot. I'm very convinced that this was a fundraiser for Spider-Verse, or at least a fundraiser to make better films, because this shit, you cannot get away with this shit. There's no way that this film is this bad? It has to be ticking the boxes for the most cliches in any animated film, like the Lego Movie, Wreck-It Ralph. Like, they have it in here. And it's not like the Sausage Party where they take it and just flip it on its head or do anything with them. No, they don't do nothing with them, and it's just terrible. The characters are terrible. James Corden is terrible. TJ Miller is terrible. I cannot stand these niggas. I really cannot stand these niggas. The only, like, I guess the higher praise I could give it is like again, it makes it better, the fact that they're making better films, and that's it. The star D. I pointed out in the video, but I'm not religious, and this film does not do it for me. The two human characters, I don't know what the fuck their names are, but they're fine. I think that they're the best parts of the movie, and yeah, I have nothing else to say about it. It's fine. I think it's way better than most Christian animated films, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Peter Rabbit. If you guys know me, I made a there's a series on my channel that used to be a mainstay on my channel. It was called Miles Rants On, and I made a video surrounding Peter Rabbit. That video is horrible, but so my reaction to the trailer, I thought it was like, what the fuck is this? And I quickly got my my iPhone 5 and just recorded a shitty ass video on it. Recorded the whole trailer for no reason, which could have got me into copyright trouble. Yeah, and I was like, oh man, fuck the kids and all that shit. I was like, nigga, no. And now I'm like, nigga, no. You know? So, but as it stands, how's Peter Rabbit? It's fine. I think that's like, better than Open Season. But, and I think it's the best. Now, hear me out. I haven't seen Goosebumps yet, so I think it's the best live action animation hybrid that Sony has made. I haven't seen the sequel, so yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Fuck James Corden. Goosebumps 2, I haven't seen this one either. But what I've been hearing, as opposed to the first one I've been hearing good things about. The sequel I've been hearing horrible things about. So I can't really speak on it, but yeah. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. S tier. Easy S tier. I think that, oh, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Triple S tier. I think that it's the best Sony animation film. I don't think they can peak it, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I think that the way that it touches on being a superhero and being Spider-Man, it touches on that, and it makes it a beautiful message and a beautiful animation style that I cannot fathom how beautiful and amazing this film is. It's just amazing. I love the soundtrack too. It's amazing. I'll talk about it more in the Sony animation video, but and I did talk about it in my top 5 animated films of the 2010s decade episode. But bro, this film is amazing. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life, bro? Like, come on, bro. Angry Birds 2. I haven't seen this one yet. I have seen the first one, if you want to know my thoughts on it. The first one was okay. I think that it's fine. It's nothing memorable. I think that, like, what was cool about it was, Angry Birds got a film. I think that it's fine. But I was mostly a Fruit Ninja kid, so it does. This film doesn't really do much for me. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about the sequel, so I might check it out. I'll check most of these films out, except for Open Season Scared Silly, because I'm not really interested in Open Season. The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. I think that The Mitchells vs. the Machines deserves its own video. I think that it's literally one of the best animated films of all time. I think that I say this in the video, but I think that it's like a spiritual successor to Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs. And why did I say that? I think that like the similarities in it feels like Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs for a new generation. I'll state why. I think that the father angle, the father not understanding his child. It's well, you know, these three films do take the similar premises. They do something different with them each and every time, and I think that the Mitchells vs. the Machines does it. I think it does it slightly better than Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, even though I do like what they did with it in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. But you know, it's an amazing film. I just saw it today, actually. I just rewatched it, and I love it even more. I got the DVD. I got the Blu-ray and DVD, and I'm glad that it got a physical release, so more people could watch it if people are going to be using Blu-rays. But yeah, that's how I feel on it. Wish Dragon. I think that this is a B tier film. I think that what I really like about Wish Dragon are the characters. I think that the characters are really good. I think that what was really cool about the characters is that they take the spin of Aladdin and just flip it on its head. I think that it does an amazing job with that. And Pockets, he's literally one of the best villains in any animated film. I think that Din and Long have a great chemistry as well. I think that they are a great duo. I think that they are way better than fucking Aladdin and the Genie. Even though I do like Aladdin and the Genie, but you know. And then you got the quote-unquote love interest, Lena. I don't remember, but like they didn't really do a love triangle thing or just a love thing. It's more so like, can I have my best friend back? And I really appreciate that because most animated films are just pushing down love interests down our throat. And I think that it's really cool to see Wish Dragon say, hey, we don't need a love interest. We could just get like a boy and a girl, you know, just being friends instead of just being lovers and whatever. I think that they did a great job with that. My biggest issue, though, I think that is that I think that's like literally the most forgettable film of the Sony Renaissance, or as you could put it. I think that there are memorable moments in here, sure, but if put a gun in my head, I do not remember a single thing other than like a few jokes and the characters. But other than that, I think that it's a good film. Please go check it out on Netflix. Lastly, we got Vivo. I think that let's put it up here. I think that it's A tier. I think that it's way better than Wish Dragon, and it touches on loss, and I think that it does an amazing job with that. It's a really, and I think that damn, I think that most of these songs on here are banger and have bangers, and I think that the animation is amazing. Lin-Manuel Miranda is really good here. Even though I'm not really that big of a fan of Lin-Manuel, I think that he does a good job here. On My Own Drum is a fine song. I think that I think it's the most hated song on the entire movie. I think that it's a fine song. It's not real. The only thing that I hate about that song, swear to God, is that horrible autotune break in the middle that just disrupts the whole fucking song. It's just awful. That's the only awful thing I have to say about that song. But other than that, I think that most of the songs are here, and I'm having a terrible lisp right now. I don't know why my spit is just coming in to the mouth piece. I don't know why the fuck they're doing that. But pause. But I think that it's a good film. I think that the animation is splendid. I think that it's like it takes cues from Disney, and I think that it does a great job with that. I think that, if I remember, I think that Lin pitched this to Disney. If that's true, it makes sense because this feels like a Disney film. Yeah, I think that's it. This is the tier list. I think that Sony has been doing a good job lately with their films. I think that they've been doing a good job. I am very excited to see what they're gonna do next, especially with their adult-oriented films. Hopefully, it's not. I'm very excited for Black Knight myself, and more, I guess, comedies from them. I really hope that they just push the animation into the mainstream. If you're watching this video, please go check out the Sony Pictures animation video that I did. It might have uploaded by now. Yeah, I think it has to be uploaded by now. I'm working on another video as well. So yeah, that's it. Miles signing out.